Hello champions, welcome to Diksha Karnataka YouTube channel. Now all of you have given exams, maybe it's Comet K, maybe it is KCET, and you are waiting for the results and you are thinking that which course should I choose. So in our course series today I am going to discuss one of the two most sought after topics, that is CSE or CSE AI ML. Okay, normal, general, regular CSE or CSE AI ML. Most of you have this doubt in your mind, so don't go anywhere. Watch it till the end. We have discussed CSE versus ECE. Now it's time for me to discuss into the core of computer science engineering, that is computer science engineering regular one or computer science engineering in specialization of AI ML. So that discussion we will be doing in detail. So if you are waiting, that if you are still not able to decide, obviously you have time, your results are not yet out, so you still can decide which topic you should choose. So that's why we are going to discuss in detail about this. So what are we are going to discuss in today's session? We are going to discuss basically what is computer science engineering. Trust me, this will be different than what we have discussed in our last video, because that was with respect to ECE. Now it is its very close rival, that is CSE in AI ML. Okay, important topics in CS and AI ML. Okay, job opportunities in both of them, then who should choose what. So that is the main thing for which all of you are waiting, right? Common confusions that will also be cleared about AI ML and CS, how to decide, and some final tips regarding whatever you are still, if you are still undecided, the final tips will definitely help you to decide. So this is our session. So first let us start is what is CSE. So CSE means computer science engineering. Okay, it is broad engineering branch that teaches how computer software, apps, website, network, databases and operating systems work. So this is a broad subject. So computer science engineering is a broad subject, very important. Okay, it's a broad subject. In simple words, CSE is the main branch for becoming a software engineer or a tech professional. So if you want to become a tech professional, so this is the branch that you should choose. Now what is different in AI ML and why you are considering to choose AI ML, right? Obviously you are, all of you have heard about AI and everyone is running after AI ML, but is it worth? Let's understand. So CSE AI ML means computer science and engineering with artificial intelligence and machine learning. It includes normal CSE subjects but gives extra focus to AI, machine learning, data science, deep learning and automation. So these are the it will basically go through all the basics of computer science engineering, but when it comes to specialization you will go a little bit more deep in these fields. Okay, computer science engineering also have a little bit of AI ML included in that, but that will not go into super deep in that. But here if you choose AI ML, it will ignore some of the other concepts, but it will go a little bit more deeper in these areas. Okay, next, in simple words, CSE AI ML is a specialized version of CSE where students learn how machines can think, okay, learn from data and make predictions or take decisions. Okay, so that is how, that is why all the AIs basically give you predictions that this is going to happen, you should do that. You have, some of you have already used in Gemini, you have seen some of the Gemini ads as well, right? It is very common during the cricket matches. You may have heard, seen the Gemini ad. Gemini is basically a AI tool developed by Google. Okay, there are many other AI tools, but this is one of the most popular. Example, Netflix recommendation. So if you are someone who watches Netflix or any other apps, basically any other, if you are using Amazon or Flipkart or any OTT app, basically when you watch something, they recommend 5 more things to you. How does it happen? Because they have the data, they have analyzed thousands of people, those who are watching that series or that movie, okay, or buying this item also buys something else, right? So based on that, it recommends you something similar movies that others, thousands of others have watched or like to watch, right? So based on their taste, they see that okay, you also have the similar tastes, so maybe you also like to watch that. So that's how they recommend something to you. So Netflix recommendation or any OTT recommendation is basically a simpler version of AI. Okay, Chat GPT is obviously one of the popular thing apart from Gemini. Google Maps traffic prediction. So okay, so if you start your Google Map, it shows that from here to some location is 30 minutes. How does it exactly know that it will take 30 minutes? So if you are going, and obviously they have some real-time data as well, but also mostly it is correct. Okay, why it is correct? Because they are not only relying on the current traffic situation, because by the time you might arrive there, that traffic jam or congestion may not be there, or if the road was clear, by the time you arrive there may be a new congestion there. So based on everything, they predict something saying that okay, from here to here 10-kilometer distance it will take 45 minutes if you are traveling by a two-wheeler generally can travel cut through the traffic. If you are traveling by a bus, that will also be predicted. If you are taking public transport like metro, also they will give you a time. If you are traveling by a four-wheeler, also they will give you certain amount of time, okay, based on the your vehicle and how fast it can move in a congested road. Based on that, they will give you a certain time to travel. Okay, so basically Google Maps also works on the AI principles. Next, face unlock. All of us, we use face unlock. It is not simply image based face unlock. Okay, if it is simply image based, if you take your own picture and put it in front of the camera, phone should unlock, but that does not happen because they identify certain patterns in your faces, and it is run across through different people, right? So that's why face unlock is also based on AI ML. Voice assistant, okay, Gemini is one of them. Siri, those who have Apple, Siri is also works on them. Then we have our Amazon's Alexa. They all are basically AI tools, AI or ML tools. So some of them are AI tools, some of them are ML tools. Okay, fraud detection. So banks detect fraud, whether it is a fraud transaction or not. So that happens through AI ML training. Self-driving technology. Okay, self-driving technology is not yet implemented in India. It is in experimental in some of the other countries. Okay, where a car can drive across road without any driver required. Okay, so driver is not required, the car can drive itself. Okay, based on it has a camera, it will see objects, and based on that it will determine whether it is a car, whether it is a two-wheeler, whether it is a bus. So based on that and the size of that object, and it decides how to maneuver and move. Okay, whether it should move fast, whether it should move slow. So based on these things, actually it's still under development. AI ML is not fully developed, the AI is not developed. ML, machine learning, is still ongoing. So basically AI is a application of a machine learning. So machine first learns, then it becomes an AI tool. So that's how the basic structure is like that. Okay, so these are all the applications. So the application part of AI ML is large, vast, and it is already growing. Every day new AI tools are coming, new works for us are becoming easier. Okay, so these are some of the application. So those who have confusion, what are the applications of AI ML? Because mostly people are only stuck to Chat GPT is thinking that only one thing that is already developed. So why should I need to learn AI ML? So that's why I have explained it in detail. Now next is important topics. So in a regular CSE, you are learning programming, you are learning data structure, you are learning DBMS, you are learning operating system, you are learning computer networks. Similarly in CSE also you are learning the same things. Up to computer networks, everything is same. Okay, all the initial basic part is same. Now if you go down the line, okay, for regular CSE and CSE AI ML, the topic changes. For example, in CSE you are learning web development, and in AI ML you are not at all learning web development. Okay, app development, software engineering, these are not there in AI ML. So because they do not require those kind of things, so these specific things are missing in AI ML. So if you study AI ML, you will mainly learn how to code for AI, okay, and how machines learn. That will be your major focus. You will not learn how to do web development or app development or software development as well. Okay, cloud computing, cyber security, system design, compiler design, object-oriented programming, these are the regular CSE courses, topics, whereas in CSE AI ML you will learn Python for AI, machine learning, deep learning, data science, neural networks, which is very, very important. If you are someone who plays chess, okay, you may have heard about neural networks. Okay, neural networks is basically chess engine. So chess engine is basically a kind of AI which likes to think like a human. Okay, it calculates all the possibilities, and based on the most likely outcome, it predicts a move. Okay, so chess engine, those who are familiar with that, chess engine is one of the example of neural networks. Neural language processing, okay, so this is also something new. Computer vision, and big data and AI mode. Big data is there for some time. So for example, the prediction of what you might like, okay, or what you might like to purchase next, those are big data. Okay, there was previously there was a course on or a branch of physics, branch of computer science, where big data was a advanced version like AI ML. Now because AI ML is there, big data is no longer offered. It is mostly data science is basically a big data management thing, but mostly if you study AI ML, you don't need to consider data science at all. Okay, so big data and AI models are basically part of your AI ML curriculum. So as you can see, initial syllabus is same. As you go deeper, maybe in the 4th or 5th semester, the syllabus will be changed. Okay, first 3-4 semesters syllabus will be somewhat similar. Okay, maybe if you are studying in a college, that college will offer same classroom for initial batches, but slowly as you move forward, the classes will be separated. Okay, so that's what generally going to happen if you are studying in a good college. Okay, next is job opportunities. Let us see the job opportunities. First of all, one very important point, regular computer science students can also enter AI jobs if they learn Python, machine learning, data science and AI tools separately. So these are the extra things that you have to do if you study CSE. So if you are studying CSE, don't think that I will not be able to jump to AI ML. Yes, you can jump AI related jobs, because when the AI was under development, there was no AI ML subject. Okay, most people, those who developed AI, they came from computer science background only. Okay, they developed AI ML. Now it is a part of a branch, right? So that's why you have to remember that regular CSE student can also go to AI ML jobs if they learn, they upskill their skills a little bit, but they already have the data, they already have the knowledge, they only need to apply them. Okay, similarly AI ML student can also apply for normal software jobs if they learn more about software development, etc., app development, software development. Normally AI ML student can also apply for software development jobs. Now let's see. So regular CSE jobs: software developer, full stack developer, app developer, web developer, backend developer, cloud engineer, cyber security engineer, DevOps engineer, database engineer, system engineer. So these are the lot of different names. Okay, if you are interested in any particular job, you can go and search it in the web and you will find more information about that job. What about AI ML jobs? AI engineer, okay, machine learning engineer, data scientist, data analyst, deep learning engineer, NLP engineer, computer vision engineer, AI research assistant, robotics automation engineer. Even though robotics is a separate branch, robotics do require some kind of software to run, and that software is basically based on AI. So that is also part of AI ML. Okay, AI product engineer, this is also part of the AI ML job profile. These are the job profiles. What you will do will vary based on which organization you are working for and what is your main area of expertise. Now let's move on to the next part, where who should choose what. Very important part, that whether you should choose AI ML or whether you should choose normal computer science. So let's understand that. Choose regular computer science engineering if you want a broad career in software and technology. So if you want to keep your options open, then you should choose normal CSE. You are sure that which tech field you you are not sure which field is best for you, so in that case also you should choose CSE. You want maximum flexibility, so flexibility is much higher if you choose computer science. You are interested in coding, apps, website, software, cloud, cyber security, so based on your interest areas, if you are someone who is good at coding and want to develop apps for the different things, then you should choose regular CSE. You want to keep all career options open, so if you are someone who is not sure what will future bring it to you, so that's why you want to keep all the options open, then computer science is best suited for you. But what about AI ML? You are specifically interested in AI design, AI tool, automation and future tech, then you should choose AI. So if you are sure in your head, I want to develop AI tools only, I am not going into develop any apps or softwares, I am sure, 100% sure, then you should choose AI ML. Okay, because everyone is running after AI ML. Maybe in future there will not be as many jobs in AI ML that they have right now, and computer science students are also competing for AI ML jobs, so choose AI ML carefully. You enjoy mathematics, so for many of you it might be a little difficult. So if you enjoy mathematics, statistics, logic and data based problem solving, then you should choose AI ML. You want a specialized branch from the beginning, so you don't want to go in there or here or there, you want I will focus only on this, then you should choose AI ML. You are interested in ChatGPT like tools, robotics, prediction models, data science. If you want to go in deep into these systems, obviously you have not have a much idea about it, but if you think that they are cool, I want to learn more about it, then you should choose. Okay, you are ready to study slightly more maths heavy topic. So if you are ready, okay, my mathematics is good, I want to study more mathematics heavy topics, I am ready, I am fine with that, then you should choose AI ML. So these are the very important part for your career orientation. Mathematics is there in CSE also. Okay, basically you study mathematics in first 3 semesters of your course, basic engineering mathematics. Okay, and then you apply those engineering mathematics in computer science as well, but the application part is more in AI ML than in CSE. Okay, now some common confusion that many students have, we will clear one by one. Confusion 1: is CSE AI ML better than regular CSE? So most student thinks that AI ML is far better than normal CSE. So let's understand, not always. So not always. So CSE is not always inferior to AI/ML, or in AI/ML is not always better than CSE. CSE and AI/ML more specialized, while regular CSE is broader, better, depends on your interest. Okay, so depending upon your interest, both have their pros and both have their cons as well. Okay, we have just discussed that. Confusion number 2: will regular CSE student not get AI jobs? Absolutely not, they can get AI jobs. Okay, so if you study normal CSE, you still can get AI jobs, no worry about that. They just need to learn AI/ML skills through elective projects and internships, certifications, etc. So you, on your final 2 semesters, you have to do internships, one a small internship, one large internship. So during that, if you learn AI, if you do AI based internships, then obviously your knowledge that whatever you have lacked during your normal course of CSE, you can cover that up and you can get AI jobs easily. So don't worry if you are still studying normal CSE. Okay, confusion number 3: is CSE AI/ML is only about robotics? No, AI/ML is used in apps, websites, hospitals, banking, education, marketing, excuse me, e-commerce, cyber security, and many more industries. So AI/ML is machine learning. People think that machine learning means we are teaching a robot. It is not. We are teaching a machine. That machine can be a computer, that machine can be a robot, that machine can be a cloud store as well. So there are a lot of different applications based on the use. Okay, is AI/ML is very difficult? It can be challenging because it includes math, statistics, Python algorithms, okay, and data handling, but with consistent practice it is manageable. Okay, AI/ML is not very hard, but yes, it requires a little bit of more consistency. You cannot say that okay, final day of my semester I will go, I will study and I will get a job. It is not going to happen. You have to be focused, you have to be consistent, because many of some of you may have heard from your seniors, we don't study at all, we just go day before exam and we write the exam. But that is not going to help if you are studying AI/ML. So you have to be focused. Okay, the way you are focused in your PU exam, the way you are focused on your KCET exam, you have to be focused if you are studying AI/ML as well. Then it will be not very difficult. Okay, confusion number 5: do companies prefer CSE over CSE AI/ML? So that is also something you have to be thinking in your mind, because after your BTech you will look for a job. So what will happen there? For general software roles, companies usually look at skills. Okay, they do not look at your degrees. Okay, not just branch name. Coding, data science application, projects, internships, and problem solving matter more. So as I mentioned, you have to go through these steps, then only you will be able to get a job. It does not matter if you are a AI/ML student or you are a CSE student. You can compete for similar jobs, similar job profiles, but you have to have the skill. If you have the skill, it does not matter what is your branch. Okay, how to decide? So what should so who should decide what? So whether should you take CSE or whether should you take AI/ML? So that's what is our core discussion. So let's understand that. Choose regular CSE if you want the safest and most flexible option. It is the best for students who want many career paths like software development, app development, web development, cloud, cyber security, data, AI later. Okay, so you can choose CSE if you are not yet decided what should be my career goal with be. I will decide it after I complete my BTech or during my BTech days. So you can choose CSE. Once you choose CSE, obviously you cannot you can come to AI/ML, but if you choose AI/ML, okay, for you to learn extra topics that is being taught in CSE, you have to do a lot of study. So you have basically restricting your job profile. Okay, if you are already sure that you like artificial intelligence, machine learning, data science, automation, and future technologies, obviously more and more future technology will be AI driven. So if you want to bet on that, okay, I will go for future level technologies, then you should choose AI/ML. Okay, now final tips, very important part, listen to this carefully. I like coding but I am not sure about specialization, regular CSE. I want maximum career flexibility, choose regular CSE. I am very interested in AI, ChatGPT, data science, and automation, choose CSE AI/ML. Okay, I am good at maths and logical thinking, you should choose AI/ML. Okay, I want software jobs but I may explore AI later, regular CSE. Okay, I want to build AI based products and models, AI/ML. Okay, so ask these questions yourself and what should be your answer, then you should choose based on these questions, which is very important for you to remember. And before choosing, obviously you should ask these questions to yourself first. Okay, now next, obviously if you are preparing for NEET exam, then RE-NEET already announced 21st of June 2026, and if you are preparing for RE-NEET and you are looking for free mock test offline just like the exam environment, then Diksha Vedantu, 3 of our campuses are offering offline mock test for you, and for that you have to register. The registration link is given in the description section of this video, so don't forget to register yourself, book your seat, and you can have a free, completely free of cost RE-NEET preparation just like your exam, right? I'll be back with more future videos. Till then, bye.